Okay, hello. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I sound like Call Me Kevin. Today we're doing, a visual novel. Uh, I'll be playing, visual novel slash dating sim. I'll be playing Raptor Boyfriends, since it's Valentine's Day. And on Wednesday we'll go back to our regular New Vegasing. Fallouting. Both of those don't sound right as verbs for some reason to me. Anyway, I have boba tea. Eventually I'm gonna have to get up and actually get some dinner too. But this is what we're doing now. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. I'm going to get the game started. I need to switch to screen capture as well. And I will get YouTube going on my phone to make sure that I can keep up with chat. And make sure it's not too loud. Which right now is pretty loud. Oh, is Discord still? Can we make this full screen? There we go. It's super loud. We're just going to put everything down to... Oh, is this gonna be voiced? Am I not gonna be doing reading? What if we put it at about half? How's that? Half is still too loud, isn't it? Okay. Sorry if this is one of those finicky streams where we change the sound settings a bit, but I don't want to blast my own ears out. I don't want to blast your ears out. And I would also like to be able to be heard on stream. Oh, I already hit start. I actually hadn't meant to. Okay, it's not voiced. Or at least this part isn't. Let me get my phone going real quick. I mean, I had it going, but then I paused it when I made sure that the sound was okay. If you want me to adjust the sound at all, turn things up, turn things down, let me know, and we can make further adjustments. So right now we have a character called Stella. It's been a while since our last appointment, hasn't it, Doc? Well, I'm not gonna lie. A lot's changed. I know it's kind of cliche, but my life didn't really start until last year. It didn't start until me and my dad moved to Ladle. Ladle, this magical small town in the middle of nowhere, Ontario. I dreamed of moving here for so long. Ever since I was a kid, I'd come to visit Grandma and go to the local camp. It was like a fantastical adventure every summer. Going back home to the lousy city felt like someone shaking me away from an amazing dream. But this time, it was different. This time, Ladle was going to be my home. I just wish. I wish the reason we moved here wasn't because Grandma had passed on. We used to be so close. But then, right before high school, me and Dad stopped coming to Ladle because... Oh, we get to choose here. Let's say that they fought. Dad and Grandma had a bad fight. Last time we were there, Dad and Grandma had this huge fight. It was something to do with Dad's work. I just remember being surprised that Grandma could yell that loud. She was so tiny. After that, she only called during my birthday and holidays. And her and Dad barely talked. I think Dad felt really bad about not seeing her again. It took a while for it to sink in for me. In movies, when people die, it's always so dramatic and meaningful. But other than the funeral and sadness, a lot of what you have to deal with really is a lot of paperwork. We came up here because, despite all that had happened, Grandma left Dad everything. That included her house. So, we moved in. I know. Talk about bittersweet, right? Man, I thought this was gonna be like some sort of cheery, silly game, but this is really starting off with a big, depressive blow. Back then, when we first moved in, I didn't know how to feel. Dad told me that Grandma would have wanted me to enjoy my senior year, and so that's what I set out to do. I had a lot going for me. Dad let me have Grandma's old truck. I was going to a new school where I could make good first impressions, and I was in Ladle. Now I know that I haven't been great at meeting new people. I usually like to keep to myself. It was like totally by choice, though. Come on, Doc. Don't look at me like that. Fine. It wasn't by choice. I was a dweeb. A big fat dweebus with an L practically tattooed on my forehead. Is that what you want to hear? You're right. That wasn't fair. It's just... I'm still a bit sore about it. I guess I just had trouble making friends because... I moved schools too much. Me and Dad move around so much that I couldn't really get to know anyone before I had to change schools. Being the perpetual new girl is like being some kind of scared animal who ventured too far into civilization. Everyone everyone's gawking, but they're also like, why is she here? So, yeah, Doc, I hadn't really had the best luck before, but on that day, September 15th, 1997, the planets must have aligned in some way that changed everything. Let me tell you about my first day at Ladle High. The unicorn thing's cute. I was on the way to Ladle High, trying desperately not to freak out about the horrifying prospect of starting a new high school during senior year. It's going to be fine. Ladle's different from most places. What's the worst that can happen? I get shamed, kicked out of school, and regret my actions for the rest of my life. Sorry, I've still got boba tea in my mouth. Give me just a second. My comforting words weren't enough to calm me down. Weirdly. I need a game plan. And a goal. Yes, that's it. I knew I was already under a lot of pressure. So I made a goal that felt very reasonable. I'm gonna be the coolest girl in school. On the first day, everyone will be like, you, Stella Starosta, are the coolest girl in Ladle High. It seemed pretty doable. Game plan time. All I have to do is, I only just gotta... Here's how I'm gonna do it. I'll make myself into... Let's go crazy. Let's go a rock star. I'll make myself into a rock star. I'll be so rad and say things like, that's killer, and stuff. Maybe I'll learn the guitar, or just use nature's instruments, the voice. If I run into Taylor? I didn't know how to feel about that. Taylor was my camp friend. I hadn't seen him since I was 13. We used to write to each other in between summers. I remember being so excited every time I got one of his letters. It was like I was just a little bit closer to being in Ladle. Then, the year I stopped going to camp, I also stopped writing. I don't know why. Maybe it was because, well, I just stopped going to camp. Maybe it was because I felt bad about not going to camp anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just didn't want him to be upset. And I guess I was just afraid that if I wrote him, he'd write back with something that just made me sad. Maybe I wanted to be able to remember our friendship just being nice. I knew I had to focus, though. Whether I ran into Taylor or not, first things first, I needed to become a rock star. How many episodes does this have? I think this is going to be another game that I start but don't finish in one day. After going to the office to get registered, I went to go find my locker. I was supposed to meet a class representative who was going to show me around Sladle High. They said they would meet me by my locker. I guess this is it. It had something leaking out of it. Yep, that's the locker I would get. Well, might as well put my stuff in there. Oh, God. Oh, God. This locker smells like death. The smell was so potent that it made my eyes water. I could feel it. It's so dense, like a stench blanket. I had to find the source before I fainted. Is it not the... what is this? Mold? And a stinky sock? And whatever this is in the corner? Hopefully that's a cobweb, but you don't know. Is this not the source right here in the center of the screen? That gym sock. You don't say! It seems to be the center of the stink zone. Ew! So gross! The smell of the gross gym sock was creeping into the hallway. People were starting to notice. I'm gonna throw up. Where is that coming from? This is so embarrassing. I don't want to be known as the smelly girl at school. I had to do something. This was my chance to wow everyone with my rock starness. You think this is bad? One time on tour, I got so totally wasted on, drugs that I could barely hold my guitar, and someone barfed or something, and it was really rock and roll and stuff. I was losing them! Watch out! Oh my goodness. I need a minute to absorb this and take another drink before I continue reading, because this is... This is what peak coolness looks like. Raptor on a skateboard. I couldn't believe my eyes. Don't tell me that's Taylor. It was a velociraptor. On a skateboard? Whoa. That dinosaur boy looked so cool. The way his feather crest flowed as he cut through the air. His powerful dinosaur legs and sharp claws. Such balance and grace. But what did he want with me? He wanted you to watch out. He's skating down the halls. Get out of the way. Alright, everyone. This has been a... Wait, we're choosing what he says also? Let's go with prank. You can explain anything away with the prank excuse. A prank? Exactly. Another elaborate prank from me, the prankster. And I'd like to thank the new girl here for playing along and drawing attention to the stick. You're welcome. That's right. She was in on it from the beginning. The crowd slowly moved on, and then it was just me standing face to face with a raptor. Okay, I think we pulled that off. Let's compliment his skateboarding. Nice skateboard moves. You sure know how to do the boarding, the skateboarding with the jumps and whatnot. You're good at that. Thanks. Are you... Look, I know it's a lot to take in. Yes, I am a skateboarding velociraptor. No, I'm not here to eat you. I'm actually pretty partial to pizza, spaghetti, and small amphibians. Not some pretty new girl at school. Aw, he said pretty. This is a great Valentine's Day game. Oh. Nice cover back there. So, what is that smell, anyway? We're gonna tell him the truth. Some jerk left a sock in my locker. Some total jerk left their grody sock in my locker. Total jerk? I don't know if it was someone's idea of a joke or if they were just really gross. Maybe, like, theoretically, the joke is actually pretty funny if you think about it for a little while. What? Oh, okay. Look, I put the stinky sock in your locker. I did it as a prank. Oh, so we legit called out the right thing. It was a prank, and he did it. That whole scene there in the intro was actually true. We weren't, like, lying to cover up the stinky sock. It was legit a prank. I thought it would break the ice. Make you feel at home here. A stinky sock? I worked super hard on it. I don't get it. Are you being serious? I don't want to, like, make you feel any worse, but I don't really get it. Get what? The whole stinky sock thing? What's the joke? Well, I don't know. It's like a prank. It's less of a joke and more of a trick. Listen, it looks better on paper. You wrote it down? Maybe. This is a pretty bad way to start your first day here at Ladle, huh? Yeah, it's not really going how I planned it. You deserve a better prank than this. Anyways, my name is Robert Raptorson. Who are you? I thought, this should be easy. Just tell him your name. I'm just gonna tell him my name. Nothing fancy, I thought. Go for it and be natural. I'm Strella. Yep. I mean, it was my first real conversation with a cute boy, and I was already messing it up. Hopeless. Strella? Cool. No, sorry, it's a... Never mind. Huh? I'm supposed to meet the class representative to show me around the school. I guess they forgot. Nope, that's me. Class representative. Really? Sure. Who better to show you arounds than me? I am very representative of what the school has to offer. Right. And my family has lived in Ladle for generations. You might have heard of us. The Raptorsons. Excuse me. I actually vaguely remembered hearing about the Raptorsons when I came to visit Ladle. I recognized that name, I just didn't think we were actually raptors. Yeah. I get it. Even with all the bizarre shit in Ladle, we tend to stand out. How long have the Raptorsons been here? How many generations has your family been here? Oh, we go all the way back. Like, how long? Years. Probably hundreds of them. Wow. Anyways, I'm supposed to show you the gym, the library, and the soccer field. But the gym has a black mold problem, the library is a library, and the soccer field is just a muddy hole since our groundskeeper disappeared. Disappeared? Some people believe he was a victim of the Ladle Ripper. Who? Oh, just a serial murderer that lives in the woods and butchers people with an axe. Most people think he's just a legend made up by the superstitious townfolk. But I think he's real. Is this another prank? Let's let that simmer on the back burner. For now, let me show you the true pride and joy of Ladle High. I was ready for a big tour of the school, but Robert just took me down the hall. So, what do you think? It's a nice display case. Is there a sock in there? No, not the display case. What's inside it? These are the greatest achievements of Ladle High. Notice anything about them? One of them is a key item. Let's go with sports. I see it. They are all sports related. No, well, yes, but check out all those snowboarding championships. Notice anything about them? That's right. I won them all. You skateboard and snowboard? I'm a bit of a board savant. Well, I don't really compete anymore. How about you? You ever win any trophies or medals? Nah. I never really competed to begin with. The only thing I was ever any good at was history class. And they don't really hand out trophies for being a fangirl for the Middle Ages. Being a fangirl for the Middle Ages. That's cool, I guess. Believe me, it's not. Hey, what are you doing after school? To really complete your tour, I have to show you the lake. The lake? Yeah, you gotta see the lake if you want to know the real ladle. Oh, okay. I'm actually, well, the thing is, I'm not actually new to ladle. Don't accept my invitation so lightly. The lake is a challenge. A test. Of what? Nothing. Just your worthiness. Okay, you look worried. It's actually gonna be pretty chill. Oh, okay. But also be prepared and stuff. Oh, okay. And if you run into anybody cool, bring them along. I'm trying to get as many people to come as I can. Totally. Anyways, here's my number. I hope to see you there, because I want to know if you are worthy. Stell you later, Smella. I mean, sorry. It's Strella, right? Actually, it is Stella. Oh, right. Okay, cool. That was how I met Robert. I was still thrown off by him giving me his number. That had never happened before. Then he asked me to hang out after school. I didn't know if it was a date, another prank, or just a friendly invitation. I didn't even know where the lake was. There are lakes all over Ladle. Which lake was the lake? I thought that after that, the rest of the school day would be pretty uneventful. But the weirdness was not even over yet. After a failed attempt at a triangle solo in music class, I headed back to my locker. I think I've pretty much contained the stink. I will just have to keep this locker closed. Pretty much for all time. Where were you this morning? Well, I was a little late. And what about last night? I was unpacking. I mean, come on. I mean, okay, that's not true. I said I would unpack, but I ended up walking around behind my grandma's house. We were supposed to hang out. Huh? This is how it always is, isn't it? You come and go whenever you want. If you want something from me, then you are around. But if I want something from you, you just vanish like you always do. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Sometimes you are right there being all nice and it's like you and I, we are a real thing. And other times it's like you don't even exist. Yep, she's gone again. Excuse me? Whoa, sorry. I didn't see you there. Whoa. Who was this girl? She was so cool and absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Were those wings? And antenna? Was she some sort of magic fairy? Are you okay? What? Huh? You said, excuse me, and then, wow? Then you just stood there staring at me for, like, at least 2 minutes. I was just wondering if you were talking to me? Oh shit. You heard that? Yeah. I was... Sorry, I was fighting with Ingrid. Is she okay? Yeah. Hello, Ingrid. It's a pleasure to meet you. Who are you talking to? Your friends? Ingrid? She's gone. Wait, you must be the new girl. Yeah, kinda. Wow, I'm making a great first impression then. Like, hey, how about I yell in the halls at an invisible person for a while? My name is Day. I guess you probably noticed by now that I'm a... shall we go with Faye? Faye? Yeah! Wow, you went for the proper pronunciation and everything. I've read things. This must be a lot for you to take in. It has been kind of a intense day. You're actually one of the few people who's like, stopped to talk to me. Damn, I've never had to change schools before, and I'm still a loser. Oh, I didn't mean that you're a loser. I just... You can't be a loser. You're cool. You're the only one who seems to think so. I guess that's what happens when you spend all your time studying instead of, I don't know, talking to people. And it probably didn't help that my mom was a teacher at my elementary school. Or that I wore a superhero cape until I was 8. I mean... let's say I used to say everything I wrote out loud. I used to say everything I wrote out loud. So, like, homework assignments. Read The Outsiders. Yeah, I wasn't well liked. Hey, I didn't catch your name. Oh, it's Stella. I nailed it that time. I couldn't believe it either, because at the time I was just so distracted by her wings. Okay, Stella, I notice you're a bit distracted by my wings. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Look, if it helps, you can ask me some questions. Really? Yeah, for sure. I guess since we've looked at the wings, let's ask the obvious question. Can you fly? I'm sorry. Did I say something? No, it's just sorta, I guess. Sorta is the answer. Oh, how do you sorta fly? I can't get very high or go very far unless what? I have to, like, believe in myself or something? Or someone has to believe in me? Or both at the same time? It's, like, super dorky. Sorry. All this cryptid stuff is just kind of normal to me. I've lived here all my life. I, used to go to camp here, but living here is, like, different. Yeah, you'll probably see some more locals, if you know what I mean. Like, me and Ingrid. Oh, right. Yeah, I've already met a skateboarding dinosaur. Robert. Yeah, he actually... I remembered Robert telling me to bring any cool people I run into, and... Well, I thought Day was cool, so that was good enough for me. He asked me to come to the lake. He did? Yeah, and he said to bring along anyone cool that I run into, so... So... Do you wanna come with me? Me? Go to the lake? You don't have to if you don't... No, it's just... Did he say anything about it? He just said something about... it being chill. Let's focus on that. If we bring up the worthiness or being tested, it's gonna scare people off. And we're trying to make friends. Something about it being chill? That's suspicious. Robert is not a chill dude. Oh. I don't know. I've never gone there before. I mean, I've gone there, but I've never hung out there. It's a school night, and I've never gone there, and is it gonna be like a party? I don't know. It could be like 5 people, or it could be a total rager. 5 people is still a party, right? No, that's more like a get-together or chill sesh. Chill sesh? We shouldn't go. Maybe. No, actually we should go. It'll be good for us. Because you're the new girl, and I'm a total brain. Sure, let's go. I mean, haven't we already agreed to? Or at least I have. Let's do it. Okay, let's go. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not, though. What? No, you're right. Let's go. Okay. We just gotta get hyped. Let's do this thing. We're going to the lake. Yeah, we are. The thing is, though, I don't know where it is. Really? Oh, right. Could you, tell me? Or, like, draw a map? Hey, why don't I show you? You have a car? Yeah! Wait, no. So, which is it? It's more like a truck. Great! So you can give me a ride. Totally. Awesome. Okay, here's my number. If you're nervous about the lake, give me a call. Or, you know, if you just want to talk about anything, or whatever. So, you just legitimately want to talk to me? Yeah. This was the second person to just give me their number, like it was no big deal or something. Pick me up around 7? Oh, I can't! I start streaming around 7, sorry. Okay. Awesome. 1 sec, though. Hey! Guess what? Me and... What's your name again? Stella? Me and Stella are going to the lake together. Did you hear that? I know you're still around here somewhere. I guess she is gone. I had never been invited to anything before in my life. Not only had a hot dinosaur invited me to the lake, but I was giving a hot fae a ride there too. I was standing there by my locker, looking at the 2 scraps of phone numbers in disbelief. I didn't know whether to be excited or terrified. Then someone came along to clear that up for me. Wow. Why are you just standing around with that ridiculous grin on your face? Huh? You're a ghost. That's freaking right, I'm a ghost. Does that scare you? I mean, a little bit, but I'll try to play it cool. Not at all. I know all about Ladle's creep. I mean... That's right, I am a creep. I understand if you can't handle it. It's pretty freaking intense. Trapped between this world and the next. doomed to wander in everlasting torment and stuff. I'm like a tragic spirit and sometimes a vengeful one. No, she doesn't have any reason to get vengeance on us. We didn't do anything. It's like way more than some people can handle, okay? Like, I don't even know how I died. Were you murdered by the Ladle Ripper? Yeah. I mean, maybe. However I died, it was like probably really violent and tragic. Really friggin' tragic, okay? Okay. And like, Day is the only one smart enough to figure it out because it's like, it's such a like friggin' like mystery. I'm not like mad that she's going to the lake with you. Because like, when you're a spectral entity trapped in between death and the mortal coil, then like, jealousy and stuff is kind of beneath you. I'm just telling you to watch out, okay? Sure. Just be careful, because like, as a ghost, I can do all sorts of stuff. Like, walk through walls and be invisible, but that's not even like the half of it. Sometimes I get all poltergeist on stuff, like throwing friggin' furniture and smashing mirrors and like knives. And I'll even set your clocks 5 minutes late or early. And don't even blame me if that happens because like I can't even control it. And that's not like a threat or anything. It's just like if you're gonna be around Day, then I might be around. And I just want you to know what you're getting into. So like, yeah, maybe I'll see you at the lake. It'll be fun. Yeah, fun. I was on my way home, still very confused about everything that just happened. I can't believe how wild that first day was. I mean, people talk to me, wicked cool people. And the plan. God, this morning when I made that plan, I had no idea that it would work so flawlessly. Okay, so maybe not totally flawless in execution, but I've got time to really perfect my strategy. By the time I get to the lake, I'll have it mastered. That's when it all hit me. I'm going to some kind of party with people that I just met. I might have fooled them into thinking that I'm cool for like 5 minutes, but now, who knows how long we'll be at the lake. But I have to go. They're expecting me. I was so afraid of the idea that I'd get there and blank or embarrass myself somehow. I started having a mini panic attack on the car ride home. Okay, Stella, gotta think of something else. Gotta calm down. Look, in the rearview mirror, that always works. They say you should be checking your rearview mirror like every 30 seconds or something, but for like quick bursts, I'm more into checking every 3 minutes or so. But I give it a good stare. It helps me calm down. I sometimes get lost in it. I like seeing the road being put behind me. It's oddly therapeutic. Goodbye, old road. Sorry for driving on you. Maybe this time I looked for a bit too long. Whoa! Holy... Taylor? Stella? I couldn't believe it. I'd hit him! I'd hit my old camp friends, Taylor Talto. His name is Talto. Oh, wow. I was in shock. I mean, I knew I'd probably see him around at some point, but not like that! There were a million things I probably should have been thinking about, like how to explain why I stopped writing to him. What was he doing out here? Why wasn't he at school? But all I could think about was how much he had changed. Hey. He was always tall, but now he'd grown, like, a lot. He wasn't the skinny boy I remembered. He was something else now. I found myself looking deep into his piercing blue eyes. I could feel a mysterious sadness in them. It's probably sad because you stopped writing in letters. Stella? Sorry. Are you sure you don't need to go to the hospital or something? Yeah, no, I'm good. Just a bruised shoulder. I just need to chill for a second. Let's be genuine. Taylor, I'm so sorry for hitting you with my truck. I had a lot on my mind. I wasn't watching the road. I feel awful about this. Forget it. Let's not make it a big deal. Look, if it makes you feel any better, I get hit by trucks all the time. How is that supposed to make me feel better? Sorry, it just kind of comes with the territory of being a Bigfoot and everything. We're too stealthy for our own good. Taylor always had a good sense of humor when it came to being a Bigfoot. When I first met him and his family at the camp, I was like 5 years old. I was just so excited that magical creatures like him existed. I'd go home and tell everyone about how my best friend at summer camp was a Bigfoot boy at my age. Maybe that was the start of people thinking I was bizarre? Okay, you can stop lying now. No, really, I even developed a pretty effective technique. The trick is to hop up at the last second and really put your shoulder into it. It helps to be tall, though. That way you have a high center of gravity and can make it over the front grille. Are you being serious? If anything, you were actually in more danger than I was. The last couple of times someone hit me with a truck, I ended up going right through the glass. What? I've made it through, like, 3 fatal accidents. I turns the drivers' bodies into mulch. I hide the evidence, and it's good for local ferns. Taylor, you did not. True story. Uh-huh. So I'm standing next to someone who's hidden several bodies. So yeah, you're totally making this up to make me feel better. Maybe I am. Is it working? Let's make a joke. He's tried to make a joke, let's also make a joke. Well, when I was hoping I'd run into my friend from camp, I didn't mean literally. You know, like with my truck. Well, at least I know we are still friends. Taylor, you kind of moved away to the city, and I stopped hearing from you, and, well, I kind of thought. Taylor, I'm sorry, it's just I stopped going to camp. Taylor, it's just that the words just weren't coming. Stella, it's okay. It's just, well, it's just good to see you again. Yeah, it's good to see you again too. So, well, I gotta go. What, so soon? Hey, now that you're back in town, we'll probably see each other around. If not, maybe you'll run into me in another 4 years. Wait, Taylor? I couldn't let him leave so soon, not like that. Will you come to the lake with me? Stella, I'm... Wait, did you say the lake? Yeah. Are you sure you meant the lake and not a lake? The lake, I think? A raptor named Robert asked me if I wanted to go. Robert Raptorson? Yeah. Weird. And I'm supposed to pick up a Fae girl named Day on the way there? Huh. What? Stella, what do you think happens at the lake? I don't really know. That's why I'm going. I want to see what happens at the lake. Can I be totally honest with you? Please. I have no idea. I've never been invited to anything, and I have so many questions. Do I need to RSVP? Should I dress casual, semi-formal, or formal? Should I bring a present? Maybe some kind of cheese? Is there a secret handshake? Help me, Taylor. I don't know anything. Look, the lake is just a place where burnouts and losers hang out, drink, and smoke weed. Like a wild 24/7 party? No. More like 5 or 6 people sitting around talking about bullshit. Oh. Yeah, it's not really Robert or Day's scene. Is it Taylor's scene? It's kind of throwing me off. What do you mean? Well, Robert usually hangs out with his jock friends in the parking lot of the Loveland's Frogs Diner. And Day's just, well, she doesn't really hang out. I always figured she was too busy studying and doing shit for extra credit. That's if Ingrid isn't hovering around her. Oh. And speaking of people whose scene this is most definitely not, are you sure you're ready for this, Stella? Yeah, let's try something new. What? Be worried? The thought of being in the same place with a bunch of drunk strangers doesn't scare me in the least. I'm just gonna go down there and, you know, chill out. Uh-huh. Taylor, it's not like I never had a drink before, okay? I've had a sip or two of my dad's beer before. And at my aunt's wedding, I had a whole lemon cooler. You are practically like a party animal. I might even do some weed. Oh dear. Wow. I didn't know you were just willing to throw away your future like that. Yup, definitely. That's me. Not scared at all. Stella, relax. I've been to these things before. You'll be fine. You've been to the lake before? Yes. What? Nothing. Oh, no. Just ask him nicely. Taylor? Yes. Taylor, old buddy. Yes. Taylor, dearest friend. That's going a bit far. You didn't write him letters for a while. Can I ask you, like, a little favor? Like, just a teensy-weensy baby favor. Do you have a microscope? Because you're gonna need it to see this little tiny speck of a favor. What, as if I don't already know, is this nanomolecular favor you speak of? Taylor. Yes! Will you please come to the lake with me? The thing is, right, I don't really want to. Please? Ugh. Pretty please? No. Pretty please with a cherry on top? Absolutely not. Pretty please with a banana sundae and a cherry on top? This is the worst. Pretty, pretty, pretty please with fine. I'll go. That was not asking nicely. Just please stop that. Now. Thanks, Taylor. I promise we won't stay too long. It really means a lot having you there. Will you need a ride? No, it's okay. I know where it is. Here, you can reach me here. If you need to. That was 3 numbers at that point. I remember thinking, does everyone in Ladle just hand their numbers out like this? Oh, thanks. After school was finally over, I was sitting watching TV. But really out of the corner of my eye, I was watching the flashing light of the answering machine. I was nervous to find out if there were any messages for me on there. Oh, I get to click around. Okay, well, let me go to the bathroom, and then I'll come back and do our points and click part of this adventure. I'll be back shortly. I'm back. Sorry about the wait. I was rinsing out my mouth and getting my Invisalign back in, and I somehow managed to get water up my nose. Just not pleasant. Okay, what have we got? It seems like we've got some kind of note on the fridge. What else? We can look at the TV. It looks like we can go upstairs, and we can check messages. I'm thinking since her goal, sort of the thing she talked about, was checking the messages, we're gonna end with that, and we'll poke around these other places first. So let's look at the note. Hope you have a good day at school. I'll be late as usual. Maybe we can pack up Grandma's stuff when I get home. That must be from her dad. Let's look at the TV. Welcome to the Ladle Local Network, this small town's very own public access programming. Tonight at 8:30 p.m., Jerry takes you on a tour of his latest project, refurbishing a combine harvester on... Excuse me, sorry. Jerry's rigging. Right after that at 9 p.m., the local gossip queen Vanessa recounts what all that commotion was at Gnome's flower shop last week on Toss the Goss. And lastly, on News at 9, unfortunately bumped to 10, updates on whether the new highway expansion on Highway 65 will be approved. All that and more coming up on LON. Okay, so not very interesting. Shall we go upstairs? We've got a desk, we've got a bed, we've got a window. Let's look out the window. That day in my window, I thought about... Oh no. They're gonna make us choose. I didn't save. I wasn't ready for this. Does anyone have any thoughts? On the one hand, the game is called Raptor Boyfriend, and it seems there's something strange going on with Robert, so that's an option, but Day and Taylor seem more like reasonable people. I'm especially leaning towards Day. Let's think about Day. I've never met anyone like Day before. She's so bright. For some reason, talking to her makes my stomach somersault. I hope she doesn't regret giving me her number. Oh no. She'll probably realize right away what a dweeb I am when I call her. Can we think about anybody else? I kept daydreaming even though I knew I had to make that call. Let's sit at the desk. My desk was covered with things when I first moved in. It took me a week or so to organize it with my important documents. And the bed? Between homework, dinner, and getting ready for the lake, I knew I only had a few precious minutes to make that call. So that meant I could only call one person. Also, I knew that after this phone call, I'd be flying so high from the majorness of it, I'd need a full hour to come back down to Earth, and I wouldn't be able to do anything else. Was I really ready to make the call? We're not ready, we didn't listen to the messages yet. Let's go back downstairs. Listen to messages. This is message number 1. Hello, Mr. Starosa. This is Ian. We are looking for someone to pull a late shift at the observatory tonight. Click. Message 2. This is from Taylor. Hey, it's Taylor. I'll see you later, so I guess this call is kind of pointless. I'm gonna go now. Click. Message 3. Hey, Stella, it's me, Day. I know you were kind of nervous about going to the lake. If you want to talk or something before we go, you can call me. If not, I'll see you when you pick me up, okay? Bye. Click. And message 4. Stella, it's Robert. I'm holed up in my house. The Dino Secret Service are here, and I think they're about to kick in my door. Oh no, Stella! I need your help. Please call me. Alright, sweet. So, like, call me or I'll see you at the lake later. Oh no, here they come! I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory. You'll never take me alive! Click. I couldn't believe it. Taylor, Day, and Robert all called me. I knew this call would be too important to risk my dad walking in on. So I had to take the call on my own private line upstairs in my room. Okay. We're ready to call. I think we definitely should spend more time with Taylor since we kind of, like, we probably made him feel like shit after not sending him letters for such a long time and hitting him with a truck. But I also think we should take the opportunity to explain today that this maybe isn't what she's expecting from this event at the lake. Because we got some idea from Taylor of what this would be. Brain. What this would actually be like. Whereas Robert was making it all mysterious and vague. I think we should talk today. Hello. Hey, it's Stella from school? Stella, I'm so glad you called. Oh, I'm so glad you wanted me to call. Obviously. Okay. Well, hi. It's nice to make a new friend, you know? You're my friends? Oh, well, I thought... No, wait, I want to be your friend. I'm just not used to making new friends, but I'd love to be your friend. Stella, relax. Stella? Breathe. I get kind of nervous in social situations. You don't say. I'm, like, kind of shy. Everyone gets nervous, Stella. Like, right now, I'm super nervous about my college application. You already applied for college? Yeah, it's our last year of high school. Haven't you thought about college? I'm not there yet. You could say I've thought about thinking about applying for college. Where did you apply? A bunch of places, but I'm really hoping to get into Orion Technical Center. Oh, I've heard of Orion Technical Center. I'm kind of hoping to get my mind off of it for a while by going to the lake. Right, about that? No, you can't whip out on me. I need a friend there tonight. Oh, okay, I was just gonna say. See you at 7. Yes! Okay, I'm gonna get ready now. Bye, Stella. Bye, Day. After the phone call, I went to pick up Day and we headed to the lake together. I don't think we've met her yet. Is this a point and click thing? I don't seem to have anything I can mouse over. I was feeling okay on the car ride over, but then as soon as we got there, I was so nervous. I had to pull Day aside. There's so many people here. There's like 5 people here. I know, right? So many. I've never been to a party before. If this is a party, this is the saddest little party in history. But they're drinking. Underage. We could get arrested. There's like only one cop in town, and he used to hang out here after work to get drunk right up until he got his girlfriend pregnant. So Yeah, you're not gonna get busted. But I'm pretty sure that one guy is definitely smoking pot. Pot? Cool. Yeah, I've totally done that. Really? For sure. Cool. Me too. Really? Totally. I love to smoke all the weed. Duh. I want to stop reading. I'm done. Yeah, it's so fun when you breathe it in through the doobie and you're just like, high? So high. Right. And then you get all weird and, trippy. Because you can't see because of all this smoke. Sure. That's why you fall over and stuff. Yeah. You haven't done it. Not even a little. Okay, thank God. Me neither. And I don't really feel like trying it here. Me neither. Okay, cool. So I won't be the only dweeb not getting high. I still don't buy that you're a dweeb, even if you haven't smoked pot. Well, it's true. I just feel like I spent the first 3 years of high school watching everyone else have fun. When everyone else was out partying and skipping class, I was just doing my own thing, I guess. What is your thing? Honestly, all I really do is study and occasionally draw nothing comics and stuff. You draw? Yeah. Wow. So I guess that's what you're going to college for at Orion Technical Center. I remember. Oh, that unlocked something. New comic. Actually, I applied for the liberal arts program. I'm not good enough to get into an art program. I just draw comics for myself. I wouldn't show them to anyone. They're pretty whatever. What? No, I bet they're awesome. Can I see? Okay, but promise not to make fun of me or anything. Here. Just don't look at it now, okay? Why don't we go say hi to everyone? Okay. There's more people. Cause he wasn't here a second ago, was he? I guess let's poke at Taylor. Hey, everyone. And she has arrived! We've got the new girl Stella here with... Whoa! Is that Day, or do my raptor eyes deceive me? Yeah, it's me. Rad! My voice is starting to lose it here. We might have to wrap up early. I was kind of hoping I'd make it to the end of the chapter. Hi, everybody. I felt like everybody was expecting me to say something, so I tried to introduce myself. I'm Stella. Let's just try something cool. I was freezing up badly. It was like my worst nightmare, but it was real. I felt like everyone's eyes were burning through me, seeing me for what I really was. A loser. I had to try again, though. I still had a chance. Say anything. Yes? Uh-oh, choke. He was right. I was totally choking. It was just like every time I had to meet new people, I'd get so worried that I was going to say something uncool that when I'd actually try to say something, I'd have nothing to say because I was too busy thinking about how I'd sound super uncool. All I could think was, no, not again. Not in front of the coolest people in Ladle. Hey, everyone. Wanna see me turn that rock blue? What? You can do that? Totally. Just did. See? I don't really see it. Oh shit! I see it! Shut up! No, you don't. If you look close enough, you can see it. Man, whatever. I don't know what I would have done without Day, then. Probably run into the woods in embarrassment. So, Stella, consider your tour officially over. I hope you've enjoyed it. What? On behalf of the student body of Ladle High, I would like to say welcome to Ladle. Thanks. Does every tour of the school end in a party like this? Stella, remember, we talked about this. You need at least 10 people for it to qualify as a party. I don't know. This feels pretty party-like to me. That's because you've never been to... Time froze for a second. I had to stop Taylor from telling everyone that I've never been to a real party. These are all bad. Let's say tourist. Touristing. I've never visited strange lands before. So I'm bad at it. I assumed country parties were small, and that's why, because I'm just not used to going to new places. You know, the whole culture shock thing. Deep stuff. The culture of Ladle can be complicated beasts, I'll give you that. Listen, sorry everybody, I tried to get as many people here as I could, but, well, they flaked or something. They bailed on you. Ouch. It hurts, but I respect your honesty, dude. You asked them to come to the lake. Did you really expect them to come here when you know it's not their spot? But I thought I still had some sway over the team, but... I still don't understand why you wanted to come here. I just wanted to change it up, I guess. Well, it looks like your friends didn't. Okay. This has all been a fairly painful conversation, but... where are my manners? Stella, this is Jessica, my partner in crime. A partner in crime? Really, Robert? And my good friend, your dealer. My buddy, Brandon. He's Ladle's best purveyor of illicit substances. It wouldn't be a not party without him giving us his concha and his mom's homemade beer. Jeez. I'm starting to get a better picture of, Robert now. Oh, I skipped. Robert still owes him money, I guess, is what that last line was. You need anything, let him know. For money. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, though. And it seems like you already know Taylor. But did you know that Brandon and Taylor are in a band together? What? Really? That's so cool! Yeah, it's pretty cool. I play drums and Taylor plays guitar and gets beast mode on the vocals. You sing? Taylor, why didn't you tell me you were in a band? Taylor, I'm out. What? Yeah, I'm gonna take off. Taylor, wait. Wait! Where are you going? I'm just gonna take off. But why? Look, you don't need me here. Yes, I do. Taylor, what's really going on? I'm not good at being the center of attention. What do you mean? You're in a band! You must have been on stage before. We've never played live. Oh. Well, if you ever want an audience of one, I'd love to hear you play. I promise I won't boo. You wouldn't like it. It's really grungy. Taylor, I need you here. Okay. I guess I'll stick around a little longer. That's good. Is she short, or are they just tall? Should I just click the middle of the screen? Because it doesn't seem like me clicking people affected anything last time. Yeah, there we go. Hey, there you guys are. Everything okay? Yeah. Good! Come on, Stella. Beer time. What? Let's get you a beer. Taylor, don't leave without me, okay? No promises. Taylor! Man, last time I had this homebrew, I was annihilated. Annihilated? I was so hungover, I barely made it into practice the next day. Coach was pissed. He was all, Robert, if I ever hear about you getting drunk while you're on my team, I'll blah blah and blah you off the team, so blah blah blah. Oh, wow, sounds pretty serious. Yeah, that's not a problem anymore, though. Why? What happened? I've just moved on to other things. You know, pranks, poetry, skateboarding, cool shit like that. Did you say poetry? Did I? I mean, it's just a hobby. I don't take it as seriously as skateboarding. That's where I get really expressive with some sick stunts. Well, let's get you that beer now. Here you go. Actually, psych. What, did you forget? You have to prove you're worthy to drink the homemade brew. This will be fun, don't worry. Here at the lake, there is a rule, and only one single rule. Everyone who wishes to drink the ale of Brandon's mom must prove their worthiness. I'm throwing out the gauntlet. My challenge to you, Stella, and to you too, Taylor and Day. You all have to prove you are worthy. Really, Robert? This again? Come on, Jess. This'll be fun. It's a nice way for everyone to get to know each other. What exactly is this challenge? I want to know, what is the worst thing you have ever done? Your stories shall be judged by me, Sir Robert of the Rail, and my fellow knight, Sir Brandon of Greenleaf. What's going on, man? Who's doing what now? Okay, just me then. Your prize, if I deem your story worthy, is that you will be welcomed into the order of the Knights of the Lake, and that your cuppeth will overfloweth with the sweet nectar of Brandon's mom's homemade homebrewed beer. And by cuppeth, I mean you gotta drink from the bottle. Regrettably, we have no cuppeths. The worst thing we've ever done? It's probably pretty obvious, but just in case you didn't already guess. I hadn't done anything bad or wrong since I flushed my dad's wallet down the toilet when I was 3. Let's just be genuine. Prepare to be underwhelmed. Yeah, I think I'm good. I mean, beer is tempting, but... Taylor, my man, I know the beer is shitty. I'm working on it. But I think more important than the beer, than the physical beer, is what I am offering to you. On the metaphysical plane, dude. Here, in the sacred meeting grounds of the lake, as the great breakneck gorge bears witness to this meeting of the minds, I want to extend a claw of friendship to you. But I need you to meet me halfway. Share your darkest secrets with his humble raptorness. So, I'll sweeten the pot. I'll tell you something I've never told a soul. No pressure. Taylor, if you're not comfortable sharing, it's okay. Yes, I mean it is, but... Okay, I'll tell you. But I was pretty pissed off when I did this, so keep that in mind, I guess. Sometime last year, there was this construction company that came into Ladle, and they just had no business doing what they were doing, so I snuck into the job site and I drove a bulldozer through the foreman's office. Dude! It was at night, and I knew nobody was in there. Nobody was hurt, but I get it. Seems kind of wild now. But at the time, I was just so angry. I don't even remember making the decision to do it. I just remember the feeling of righteousness when the portable office collapsed. Then, when it was over, I couldn't believe what I'd done. I just bolted. I don't think I've ever run that fast in my life. Somehow I got away with it. They must have chalked it up to malfunctioning gear or something. And that's the worst thing I ever did. In the end. What made you so angry? I don't want to talk about it here. Oh, okay. Taylor, I don't think there is anybody, human, cryptid, dino, or great power on this earth, no god up in the sky, or fucking scientist in a lab doing laser math equations, that could deny your worthiness. Taylor, thou art worthy. Thanks, I guess. Day, what about you? I'm not sure if I really want to do this. Is it embarrassing? Is it really embarrassing? Well, no, actually, kinda, I guess. You guess? Well, okay, you guys remember that I used to do the morning announcements? Ha! Yeah, no offense, but they were kinda dorky. The Ladle High Good Morning Gab. Shut up, you guys. One day, well, okay, I was having a pretty shitty day, and I kind of let loose over the school PA system. I remember. You started the whole thing with, "Welcome to another mediocre day at our dead-end school." Oh yeah! And you said something like, "We're all doomed to haunt the halls of this crusty school until we die." Yeah, well, like I said, I was having a shitty day, week, year, life. I still remember Vice Principal Jacobs banging on the door and trying to force it open. Wait. Aren't the announcements done in his office? Yeah, I locked him out of his own office. Impressive. He didn't seem to think so. I ended up getting detention for like 3 months. Honestly, I'm surprised you weren't suspended. Or expelled. Me too, actually. They said something about it being my first offense or whatever. I'm pretty sure they didn't want to expel one of the school's, like, 3 honor students. That, I guess. But that's it. That's the worst thing I've ever done. I think I remember that day. Wasn't that the day that... Let's not go into that. Boo! Ah! Hey, everybody. I'm pretty sure that right after school... what are you guys talking about? I think we are talking about... that I got detention! Yeah! That's what we were talking about. Yep. That announcement was legendary. There is no question. Thou art definitely worthy. Announcement. Hey! Let's move on to you, Stella. How could we forget about Stella? You lived in the city, right? Bet you have some hella wicked stories to tell. The truth is, I had never done anything bad in my entire life. But I didn't tell the truth that day. I wanted to fit in so bad that I made up a lie on the spot. I tried my hardest to come up with something really wild, but also cool and believable. One time I got in big trouble for doing something and I got detention. Then what happens? If we're gonna lie, let's go big or go home. We started a fire. I started a fire in the classroom. You started a fire in the classroom? Double down. Yep, a big blazing fire right in the middle of the classroom. Why did you do that? It was an accident. I didn't mean to start the big fire. It happened by accident. How did you accidentally start a fire? Nail polish remover. I was removing my nail polish with nail polish remover, and I spilled the bottle, and then a spark fell into it, and it just went up into a big fire. So let me get this straight. You were removing your nail polish in class and spilled the remover, and somehow a spark landed in the spill, which caused a big fire in the classroom and got you into trouble? Yes. I don't believe it. Yeah, neither do I. Oh boy. Stella. I cannot believe that this girl did that. That is absolutely a gloves-off punch to the face. You're freaking kidding, right? Kidding? Do you think it is a joke to be worthy? I can't believe that you're doing this. I'm worthy? Oh, you are worthy, alright. I'm worthy. And as such, I dub thee fire fingers. You are pretty goddamn worthy. How does it feel? Let's be genuine. I'm actually a little surprised. We all are. Surprise! You're worthy. But now I want to tell you, I want to tell all of you, the legend of the 20 gym socks. I have a confession. Last year, I didn't wash a single pair of gym socks. Not once. Ugh. What? I know. Gross, right? 10 pairs of socks, 20 single socks. Worn till they were so disgusting they could bring tears to your eyes. But I went further. I took those disgusting socks, I packed them all into a Ziploc bag so they could stew in their juices. But that wasn't enough. Not for this raptor. I added an onion, a sardine, and a sprinkle of coriander to the bag. And then I left it in the sun for 10 days. This bag was inflated from the stink that was fighting to get out. Oh God. Why, you ask? What possible purpose could a dinosaur have for this bag of putrid stench? I'll tell you. The most worthy of all pursuits, of course. A prank. I hid all 20 socks in different locations in the school to further stew throughout the summer. You are sick. Sick like a fox. Whenever any of you walk through the halls this year and catch a whiff of something foul, you want to barf, you know who to blame. You have been pranked. The prankster strikes again. You're welcome. That's really something. Robert. Ah, thank you. I put one in the principal's mailbox. I put one in the boiler room. But the wildest hiding place was when I climbed up the flagpole and switched one for the school flag. You climbed the 10-foot pole on the roof for a prank? Guilty as charged. Wow. Wild. Are you kidding? That is wild. I also think it's wild. I can't believe you did that. I know! Think of the principal's face when he... That's not what I meant, and you know it. Come on, Jess. Lighten up. How am I supposed to do that when you are doing something that thoughtless? It's like nothing I ever say gets through to you. But let's not do this right now. Yeah, I get it. Look, I'm going home now. Have fun with your new friends. I'm really glad that they all passed your test. Wow. Talk about a buzzkill. It's all good, man. She's just messing around. Whatever, man. I'm gonna take my leave, too. I guess I'll see you guys around. Are we still on for practice tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, should be. Should be. What time? I don't know, man. Afternoon? Evening? Just run through our set without me. I'll probably drop in sometime. You know how it is. I guess. That's rough. Alright, well, Ingrid and I are probably gonna head out to... Ingrid? She disappeared, didn't she? Does anyone need a ride home? Hanging out at the lake hadn't really gone the way I thought it would. I didn't get to follow through on my plans at all. Everything happened so fast, and before I knew it, it was over and we were driving home. I remember wondering, had I made a good impression? Was that what it was like to hang out? It seems like everyone in the car was feeling pretty down. I wanted to break the silence and brighten the mood. So I thought maybe I could finally pull off some rock star antics by... All of these are bad. Just drive quietly. Let's sing along to the radio. Yeah, music. Yeah, singing. Unfortunately, I was so busy thinking about how to be a rock star, I didn't realize that the radio wasn't on. What was I doing? I didn't know the first thing about what it means to be a rock star, and I had literally none of the attributes of one. That was it. I couldn't fool myself anymore. I wasn't going to convince anyone I was a rock star. I couldn't even convince myself. I was starting to panic as I realized just how badly I'd failed at achieving my goal. Are you okay, Stella? The truck started to feel tiny. Stella? My breathing became heavy. Firefingers? I could only vaguely hear muffled voices calling my name. Just give her a minute. The car got quiet, and my breathing calmed down slowly. Eventually, I felt like I could say something. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Yeah, it's all good. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay now. What a day, huh? Yeah. Oh, moth! Almost flew in my mouth. Jeez. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, I never imagined that I'd be riding in a truck with Daylily, Stella Starosta, and Robert Raptorson. You're definitely not the most social guy at school. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're always just hanging out in the halls alone with your guitar. And that's if you're even at school at all. Okay, what about you? What about me? It's just not like you to go to the lake on a school night, that's all. I'm not a total goody two-shoes, you know? I'm sorry, Day, but Taylor's got a point. You're like the last person I expected to see tonight. Okay, but it's not exactly like you're a frequenter of the lake either. True, I can't deny that. What made tonight different then? What do you mean, Stella? I mean, it sounds like all three of you did something you wouldn't normally do tonight. So what changed? I don't know. Lots of stuff. Nothing. Yeah. Well, I've got a pretty easy answer. You, Stella. What? You invited me to the lake. That's right. You invited me too. Nice one, Firefingers. I knew when I saw you that you'd come through. Oh, look. Obviously, we all got a bit carried away. Let's start over. I'll go first. I'm Robert Raptorson. I'm class representative. I ran unopposed, but damn it if it wasn't the best unopposed campaign ever run. I remember that. You were relentless. I thought for sure you had an opponent. Nope. Then why campaign? Taylor, that's like asking why breathe when you could die? Or like why eat or sleep? Or like why snowboard? Okay, I get it. Good, 'cause you're next. What? I'm Taylor Talltoe, and you fill in the rest. I'm Taylor Talltoe, and I'm good. Thanks. Boo. Yeah, come on, play along, man. What? You all know everything there is to know. I'm in a band. I keep to myself, mostly. The end. Okay, I'll go. I'm Daylily, and I can't wait to get the hell out of Ladle. What? Really? Yeah, as soon as we graduate, I'm so out of here. Where would you go? I don't know. Anywhere that'll have me, I guess. But I really want to go to college. I guess I never really thought about leaving, because, you know, me, Bigfoot. Yeah, I've got a similar problem. Well, that highway expansion they're building might just, I don't know, it just, maybe Ladle won't be the perfect hiding spot anymore, anyways. Maybe. Okay, Stella's turn! I took a deep breath and went for it. I'm Stella Starosta, and I'm... Well, let's go with not a rock star, since that's been a big weight today. I'm not a rock star. No matter how hard I try, that's just not me. And honestly, now that I think about it, it seems kind of wild to me that I thought I could be a rock star. Is that what that was all about earlier? Yeah, that explains it. You're right, you're not a rock star. You're Firefingers. The rest of the car ride was a blast. All the tension just faded away. You probably would think this is the boring part. All I did was drive them home one by one, right? But something amazing happened. It might seem like hardly anything to you, Doctor, but at the time it was a very big deal for me. It happens when I dropped the last person off, who was... Don't make me pick. Let's drop off Taylor last. Thanks for coming. Yeah, no worries. I had fun. Liar. Okay, fine. You got me. I know it's been kind of strange, us not seeing each other for so long, but I'm just happy you're back. Me too. What is it? It's good to see you smile. I mean, you have a really nice smile. I should take off. Wait. Aww. I grabbed Taylor. Like, I went right in for the hug. I just couldn't let him walk away again. I'm so short, and he's so tall, so I kind of awkwardly just wrapped my hands around his waist and held on for dear life. I could feel him tense up, and I was so scared I did something wrong. But then I felt him hugging me back. I was buried in his shirt, and his arms wrapped me up like a winter blanket. He was warm, and his fur tickled my nose. We both let out a deep breath at the same time, like we were holding something in that the hug pushed out of us. He smelled like an earthy smell that reminded me of camping, like pine. I don't know how long we stayed like that. It felt like an eternity, but at the same time, way too short. When we finally let go, there were tears in my eyes, and we both moved away, embarrassed. Stella. Taylor. I should go. So, I'll see you at school tomorrow? Yeah. Good night, Taylor. Good night, Stella. As I drove home alone in my car, I felt like I was worthy. Worthy to be loved, find love, be a part of something. I don't know. All I know is that at that moment, I could tell that it's gonna be a good year. We're not playing through episode 2. We're gonna save as soon as I get the opportunity. I think we should be able to save right here. Alright, let's quit. Thank you for watching. I don't know when I'll play this again. I'd really like to go back to New Vegas, but this was a fun one-off thing to do for Valentine's Day. Wednesday, I will be back on New Vegas, as I said before. And that's this Wednesday at 7. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see me play this again, you can let me know on Discord, on Tumblr, in chat, in the comments, whatever. And yeah, maybe I can pick it up again sometime. But have a good night, everybody, and have a happy Valentine's Day. And hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.